Welcome, Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, to your weekly psychic tarot card reading for January 22nd through January 28th. My name is Kristen Marie, and welcome back to my channel, Moon Girl Tarot, for weekly tarot card readings and astrological reports. Okay, Capricorn Sun and Rising, this is going to be a very strong week when it comes to changes. Now, we have had Pluto go into Aquarius. This is going to be in this energy for the next 10 years. And your Pluto is going to be affecting your second house. And in that energy is going to really reflect what matters most to you. What do you value? Okay. And the big thing that we're going to discuss further in tarot is that the full moon is going to be in your eighth house. Okay. And this is going to lift your mind and energy away from the mundane world into the realm of imagination, philosophy, religion, and things that appeal to you in the deeper sense. And you're going to want to showcase this energy so much more upcoming this week. So let's dive into it and find out what is the overall theme of this week. And if you're just joining, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Interaction and engagement definitely helps out this channel. So let's take a look at the overall theme for your Earth sign, Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising. Let's take a look. What's going to be the overall theme that's going to be showcased here? We have lots of direction, especially with Mercury and Mars together. Okay, so let's see what that wants to say. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords upright, and I want you to take a look at this because there's so much going on in the background. There's like some smoke, there's a fire, there's a lot of action that needs to happen, but you're tired, you're withdrawn, and it's 4. So this calls to the angel number of help. Okay, Capricorn. So I feel like there has been things going behind the scenes in your life, and especially with Pluto going into Aquarius, you're going to start understanding what you value, who you value, but you got to take action on it. And it's hard to take action when you're exhausted, when you're tired. So let's go a little bit further. When it comes to your Earth sector, when it comes to work, when it comes to finance, how you make money in this world, and what's going on to there. Let's take a look. Okay. We have the 2 of Cups reverse. We have the 3 of Wands reverse. So work is a relationship, okay? There's 2 safe places in your minds, home and work. And work, you're bored. You don't do, you do your job, but you don't go outside of the box. And there's nothing about your work right now that makes you want to strive for something. But then again, you don't really want to find another place of employment. You do, but you don't. So that's the thing, Capricorn, is that you really are this 4 of Swords right here. You have all the action. You can go out there. You can save yourself. You can save others, but you're tired. You're exhausted. There's a release that needs to happen. The full moon is coming up, and I really feel like you are starting to slowly chip away at things of what you value and at things that are important to you. So at work, you have to show up, it's a job, and what you earn in money and what you value, you want it to come back. So you're going to have a second chance here, Capricorn. It's not all, bad news. It's good news to understand the value of what you have and even get more out of it in return. Now, when it comes to air, when it comes to your air sector, when it comes to communication with others, as well as communications with yourself, we'll get that one. That one flew around. This one's communications with yourself. But with others, we have the Queen of Swords upright. And this comes up in a sense to where communication with others is just, you're trying your best to accept what it is, but the thing about it is you're not being 100% honest with yourself either. So somebody's communicating with you in action, again, trying to do something, and you have no urgency, Capricorn. There's no urgency, coming from you at this point. So the messages to yourself is that you need to do something. There's all these swords around you and you're using them against yourself and not for yourself, okay? So the hidden messages from the universe is that you need to kind of awaken and understand that there are things happening to you, absolutely, validating that. But there are things that are happening to you that are not out of your control, okay? So I want you to kind of like take control in a sense to where you can get your energy back in alignment. Now, when it comes to water, when it comes to your home and family, and when it comes to your intuition, well, home and family, we have the Eight of Cups reverse. So we do have what has happened in the past. And maybe this is also associated with like why you're so tired, because, you know, family members, generational energy, dealing with the separation. When it comes to home and family, those boundaries have been crossed. Children have been affected. There's a lot of chaos in the home, emotional chaos, Capricorn. And even yourself, you're just barely kind of holding on. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Okay, we got a lot of things coming. And this one is the Nine of Pentacles reverse. And this indicates in a sense to where you do have that value. You do have that energy. You have resources. You're choosing not to see them. And I know this is almost like, what do you mean I'm choosing not? Of course I want these resources, but you want them handed to you. You want them just set up in a sense where it makes everything better, right? But that's the thing, it won't make everything better because you'll still be in the situation because you're not learning anything, Capricorn. I want you to take these lessons and grow from it, learn from it, and not blame yourself or other people, but really face the issues. It takes movement, it takes move. You want to make money? You want to be in a better situation? Well, you got to work a little bit harder. And if you are working harder in a place that's not recognizing your growth, you got to move. You got to have action, okay? Now, when it comes to the areas of fire, of love, relationships with other people, we have, look at this, we have more swords, defeat. We have the Ten of Swords. So we have the relationship. Now, if you're a coupled Capricorn, you are just not much to give. Now, if you're a single Capricorn, you are really excluding yourself outwards from any kind of like work or help. That's the thing, you're laying down. You're laying down on all the energy. And that's okay to have a week to where you need to let it go. It is a full moon week. It's going to be the full moon. It's going to be emotional week. You're going to feel tired. You're going to be tested. You're going to be saying, what the heck? You're going to see the fire. You're going to see the smoke. You know you're called to fix it. You know you can. You know you can get through this. But you're just so focused on the past. Okay? So I want you to focus on the future and definitely reach out for a session. Now, your personal passions. We have an attachment, an unhealthy attachment to this personal passions. Your personal passions are not taking flight too much because you're associated so much of impressing or doing more or saying, I don't have enough money to do this, or you're kind of caught up into that attachment phase, So, okay, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. I'm going to go ahead and go on for an extended love reading, and you tell me down below if this is something you enjoy. But we're going to talk about soul connections and twin flames. So, messages coming from your soul connections. This is directly for Capricorn, Sun, and Capricorn Rising. Let's talk about who could be your possible lover in a sense. What full moon energy is going to be exposed? Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords. So much swords. There's all those swords, okay? So when it comes to your soul connections, we're connecting to an Aquarius, we're connecting to a Gemini, we're connecting to a Libra, okay? And you're calling out your partner. If anything, your partner's calling you out about not doing anything about it. Now, if you're in a soul connection and you are singled, but you're dealing with miscommunication or wondering what is going on with your partner absolutely is holding back, is kind of playing these like games of this energy. The soul connection is not being the best honest. And usually full moons release and expose the truth. Let's take a look. Something that might come out. Absolutely. So we do have the truth in plain sight, those actions and that transformation coming from your soul connection. We have the death card reverse, and that definitely calls to Pluto. It calls to Scorpio. It causes to all that sense of change and evolution. And that is definitely happening in your soul connections. Now, when it comes to twin flame couples and twin flame separation, because that's a lot going on during the Leo full moon, twin flame connections. Look at that. Same card, same card. So we have the Four of Swords in the same situation. We have that separation phase, that same twin-like mirror energy where you and your twin flame are not doing much or kind of allowing the separation to happen. Let's see what else is coming up. What else do you need to know from your twin flame before we end it right here? So Six of Rods, your twin flame is thinking about you, is thinking about further connecting, okay? Is having that sense and is longing for you, but again, the action, both of you are just like sitting on the energy and mirroring each other. And that's the thing about twin flames. They're one soul in two separate bodies. So that's why you kind of see that. I love that phenomenon. If you would like to get a twin flame reading with me and experience this yourself in a private session, just go to my website at moongirltarot.com. And I will see you guys next week for a psychic reading.